When the British students return to their classrooms from the summer holidays very soon, many things will be different than in the past school year. Because the last months of the 22-23 school year were characterized by regular lesson cancellations. Like hardly any other industry, teachers in Great Britain have regularly gone on strike for several days. There will be no more walkouts in the coming school year. A new salary agreement made it possible to settle the industrial dispute during the holidays. It's meager, but teachers' unions sell it as a success. All 4 unions in the education sector agreed to the offer of 6.5% wage increases through member surveys in July. And members of the National Education Union, the NEU, the UK's largest teachers' union, voted overwhelmingly to accept the salary offer. The other teachers' unions, NASUWT, NAHT and ASCL, did the same. And the British government is satisfied. Education Secretary Gillian Keegan said accepting the offer was good news for teachers, parents and students. Even Prime Minister Rishi Sunak wrote on Twitter of a great moment, or now it's X. That's no surprise as the broad industrial action has ended and the settlement means another drop in real wages. Ultimately, there is a victory for the Conservative government against the teachers and their unions here. With around 450,000 members, NEU is the largest teachers' union. In a vote, 86% approved the salary offer with the participation of 60% of the members. Other employees at the schools, which are also organized in NEU, voted in favor with 85%. However, their turnout remained below 50%. Nevertheless, the NEU leadership decided with immediate effect to end all industrial action in English schools. We will stop our strike for the time being, it said in a press release. We are proud of the attitude of the teachers who voted for labour action, went on strike and took part in our largest demonstrations of all time. NEU sells the poor deal as a huge success. It was your actions that forced the government to improve its teacher salary offer by 3% to 6.5% and to raise an additional £900 million to fund it adequately and to protect the jobs of all school staff. But the NEU members would have been willing to keep fighting. In a poll that took place at the same time, 95% voted for the extension of the strike mandate for another 6 months. Participation was more than 50% there. The second largest teachers' union, the NASUWT, has 300,000 members, of whom 77.6% also approved the deal. Unlike NEU, NASUWT Secretary General Patrick Roach was not very pleased with the result. Teachers should put more money in their pockets at a time of rising interest rates, skyrocketing rents, and persistently high inflation. And that won't be the case with the current deal because, according to NASUWT calculations, teachers have seen real wage cuts of a quarter of their salary in recent years. Roach also criticized that the agreement did not include sufficient measures to reduce the workload. His union wants to launch a campaign to reduce working hours in the fall, including the possibility of more strikes, Roach said. In the short term, however, the members' vote would be accepted and the labour disputes would end. In a joint statement, the two NEU General Secretaries Mary Bousted and Kevin Courtney wrote that the union still believes that funding for schools and colleges is far from adequate. Therefore, NEU will continue to campaign for increases in teachers' salaries. Without the will to wage further labour disputes, this promise will probably remain just lip service, though. And one thing I must not forget to tell you today about, a walkout, a personal walkout. As some of you know, today is my birthday, so I decided to take this weekend off a bit, and there will be no live stream on Sunday this time. And now I'm even mixing up when I'm filming videos. No, I'm pre-filming a little bit. No. Yesterday was my birthday and there will be no live stream today. that happens when I want to have a weekend off. And so I hope you don't mind, but at this time you usually see my video, my live stream, and instead you see this video. But I hope you were still with me, and it's an important topic still that I could bring up at this time, but we'll see us again in a live stream next week, of course, and tomorrow morning in my next video. I'll be there and I'll be back.